Greetings, my fellow gamers, and welcome back to... No, wait, I want you to guess what this game is. I want you to think really hard on what this game is. Yes, that's right, it's
by Raid Shadow Legends.
This video, Raid Shadow Legends.
So Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends!
See, I really do play it.
Yes, that game. But what is with the hype around this game if there is any? And you know what? I have critiqued this game. You see, this is what happens when you don't write a script, but who's to say I'm going to write one anyway? Guys, how many times do I have to say this? I'm lazy. That's not going to happen. Moving on. Okay, so this game is supposed to be like one of the worst mobile games ever, apparently. Especially concerning some of my co-workers here on YouTube have a similar feeling about this game. And even I have joined in on this bandwagon, and I have made a few videos going over why this game is bad. But is it? Is this game as bad as I remember it being? Is this game as bad as all these YouTubers, at least a good number of them, actually think the game is? Like, no joke, it is literally a meme to hate this game at this point. And a hilarious one at that. Everyone makes fun of this game. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if half of these people have barely even played the game. They just dogpile it because it's funny. And of course, the views. You can't forget about that. No hard feelings, though. I actually really like that guy's channel. Distracted again. But what makes this game so fun to make fun of? What is it about this game that is bad to where people would make fun of it? Is it the gameplay? Is it the artwork? Is it the mechanics? Like, what is the deal? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. Why do people feel so bad about Raid Shadow Legends? Well, first, let's take a look at one of my main gripes with this game, and that is the famous 3 letters, RNG. I do not like the RNG in this game, in the slightest bit. You see a champion like you like, right? You really want this champion?
Yes!
You really want them?
Yes!
Well, you may never get them. And that is the issue with this game. You're going to have favorites, you're going to have favorite characters, you're going to want a specific build. That's RPG 101, right? A certain item you want, you're going to grind for it, right? Well, of course, there's always a certain area you grind for to get these specific items in most RPG games, but not in Raid Shadow Legends. You got what you got, and you gotta make do with whatever it is. You like poison? Well, hey, there's a poison build in the game, but do you have the team for it? No? Well, hey, you got some burn synergy, right? You don't like burn? Well, too bad, that's all you got. That's probably the biggest gripe I have with Raid Shadow Legends, is that building a team is difficult, because the game itself does not give you what you want. Hey, you might get lucky like me and find Lord Nipple Piercings right away. I actually wanted this guy. He looks ridiculous and he's actually really good. I wanted him and I got him, but that's just me. Most people won't find the character they actually want because there's so many champions in this game and the number is only increasing. List upon list, layer upon layer of different factions have been added to this game, but regardless of all these new champion expansions, there's still no new way to get most of these champions individually. Now, there is a few ways, one of those being special events that might reward you, or banners that might drop those champions, but here's the funny thing about those banners. You don't know when the banner for your champion is ever going to come out because it's not really a specific rotation. The developers just say, yeah, okay, maybe this one should be available. Oh, maybe this one this week? Nah, how about this one? There's no specific pattern or anything. It's not like it goes from the Right Revenant and, like from the Corrupted all the way back up to the top and it starts from the bottom of the list. No, it's just sometimes they're just there and then they're just not there. And then maybe they might be back there. Who knows? You want the curvaceous Cinnabite girl in this? Well, so do I. But thing is, I don't know when she ever drops again in banner. Or ever. Or if I'll ever get her at all. Which is why I came up with the idea of a unique reward to give all players, including old ones, especially the old ones like me. Please, implement this into the game. Raid Shadow Legends is ancient. There are so many champions. So many of them. Please have a daily login reward or a quest reward, that some type of event that gives this to all current players in the game, including the new ones, a legendary champion selector. Just one of them, please. Now, I know this idea sounds like a little bit much, but please bear with me here. I think it would bring back a lot of old players and bring in a whole bunch of new players. But anyway, this game is actually pretty decent. There are a lot of good qualities to it, including the fact that it's a bit more free to play than most actually think. Which brings me to my other gripe about this game, is there's a whole lot of ads for things in this game. But the thing is, none of it's for stuff I ever could really want or care to buy. And if I do want it, it's far too expensive for the price they're asking. But the best part about this is I don't have to buy these things. And whether I'd like to admit it or not, this is the bright side to these purchases. None of them are a necessity at all. You can play the game normally like I have for the past 3 years or so, and I have yet to see a need to buy anything. The only thing I did buy, I didn't need. I didn't need to buy it at all, because I was afraid I wasn't going to finish this tournament, but I ended up finishing it anyway, without the use of the stuff I just bought. So I was like, well, that was just a complete waste of money. See, in this game, I've learned my lesson. Yes, there are plenty of things in this game that still need to be fixed. It is far from perfect. But I don't think it really deserves the hate it has gotten, especially from, like, just these millions of people that just seem to put this at the butt of every mobile game joke. It's just not that bad. I have seen way worse than this. I've actually seen developers who don't care about their community. There's a video about them coming out after this one. That's not here. The developers of Raid Shadow Legends are actually extremely active with their community. In fact, some of the YouTubers that support their game, they just make into champions because. They just basically say, hey, you want to be a champion? They go, oh, okay. Then they just make them into a champion. I would like to be a champion of the Night Revenant someday if I ever do show you guys my face. But yeah, they're just super nice. They're so nice to people in this game. And because of that, I have no real reason to say you shouldn't at least try this game. So give it a try for yourself, really, and form your own opinion about it. I highly suggest you give this a shot, because most mobile games these days are really bad, and this just stands above most all of them. There's only a few that I have talked about on my channel that I really like, but despite what you might hear about Raid Shadow Legends, they're actually pretty cool. The devs are cool, the game is nice, feedback that they get on this game, like if you give any feedback on them, they're probably going to respond to you, which is rare, very rare, especially considering this is an extremely popular game. They actually care about your feedback. And because of that, I have to give this some semblance of praise. But alright, we said all these good things and negative things as well about the game. Why do people dislike it? I think it just goes as what I just told you. There's a lot of RNG in this game, but a lot of that RNG just goes behind how much work you actually put in this game, and eventually you will end up getting good champions, but the more champions that are added to the game, the lower the chances that will be, and I think that is why a legendary champion selector is definitely going to help this game a lot. So devs, definitely think about putting that in the game. I think it would really help things out here. Not only that, but it's the joke itself that this game is supposed to be horrible that gives everybody the wrong idea about it. So that's why I think people don't really like this game. But definitely give it a try for yourself. Form your own opinion, even if you don't want to listen to mine. But that's all the time I have left for this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you too can be a part of the Dark Kingdom. Take it easy for me, and please do have a blessed day. Bye.